boy Shunt and your boy Redacted.
What's going on? Catch us on Wylion Mofo, Real Dumbshit, and Redacted Shunt for the Twitter. On YouTube and on Facebook is Official Wylion. Instagram is Wylion Official, and Mixcloud is Wylion RDS for all that dumb shit.
What's going on, people of the internet? I am the one that they call Shunt. He is the one that is called
Redacted.
And we are here to produce the lines and stupidness that exists within film in a little show that we call Real Dumb Shit. Back for the 23rd time. I'm going to do this up until the point I find it annoying, rather than anybody else finds it annoying. So it's going to be like really annoying, probably. But like, back for the 823rd time, etc, etc, etc.
That specific part.
Yeah, I was thinking, like, because you have to have niche thingies in your podcast now, isn't it? That could be my thing, just like shouting out the amount of times. Yeah, like, back for the 47th time, back for the 29th time. I don't know why I went from 47 to 29. It just seemed like a natural. It's weird.
No, because that could actually happen.
Oh God. Do I have to do it? Is it like an hour thing?
This is why I say don't say what episode it is, because you never know.
Yeah.
Never know.
The worst thing about it is that if you just basically jumped
time
on,
travel episode.
Exactly, it's like Inception and stuff. Not to sort of quote the last podcast, or was it the last podcast? Maybe it's the podcast before that. Maybe it's the podcast before that. Maybe there's the podcast before that, and then you got tipped over in the chair into a bathtub, and now you're actually in reality, and Michael Caine's standing right next to you. Too much of a callback in it. I don't think a lot of people get that one. Anyway, here's the show rundown. Doctor Strange 2 news, Star Trek 4, Troubles in Paradise, as it were. Kevin Spacey, box office floppage, and his new case, and the CW and full lineup. We're just going to be discussing about, all the new TV series that are coming out over the period of time. James Bond delay, as well as sort of like controversy around the casting, and Winnie the Pooh in China, or what's the other word? Pooh Banned in China.
Yep.
I mean, is it Winnie? Which sounds more offensive, Winnie banned in China, or because obviously, Willy, if it's said by a Chinese person, kind of sounds something else.
Racist.
It's not racist, it's dialectist. So,
Racist.
But yeah, the other one's Pooh. But yeah, either. So random sort of topic. Okay. Before you start. Carry on. Go on. I was ready.
Was you?
Yeah.
Was you ready?
No.
Exactly.
It's just the rage. It's fine. Go on.
So I've been going through the old correspondence, and it seems a lot of people are wondering why it is that you skipped out on the challenge.
What challenge?
The Venom versus Aquaman challenge.
Bruv.
Everyone seemed to notice how you sidestepped the challenge.
If you can beat me,
then promptly ended the show.
If you can beat me in Connect 4, I will
contemplate
your challenge. Because, like, this is the reason I preempt shit. Like, I've got it here. Yeah. Now my motives have now been revealed. Who's playing chess? Who's playing checkers, bruv?
Tell you about checkers. Bruv. Connect 4's kid stuff. These are big man things.
Nah, this is a big man thing, bruv. It's a game of skill. It's a game of skill.
It's a big man challenge. You talking about Connect 4's for kids.
It's not for kids, bruv. Kids don't play this no more. They got Fortnite. It's for grown men that's trying to get a little bit nostalgic, bruv. It's paid. Proper paid. But yeah, Connect 4.
So,
Connect
it
4.
seems the people want to know what's up.
Well, as I said, that is what is up. If you can beat me at Connect 4 throughout this episode, I'll give you like 2 tries. If you can beat me at Connect 4 in this episode, I will contemplate your challenge.
Nah, contemplate's not good enough.
It's better than what you had before, bruv. You have to be a challenge in order for me to accept your challenge, bruv. Because at the moment, you're betting on a losing horse. Aquaman, as I should say, Soap Boy.
Yeah, but I'm willing to put my money where my mouth is. You are clearly not.
What is the money? There's been no talk of money.
No, but I left that up to you. I came up with the challenge. I said,
You said forfeit. You said forfeit.
Forfeit or whatever. Yeah, I said forfeit money, whatever you want in it. Like,
it's fine. It's fine. I didn't have money.
I'm willing to put my money where my mouth is.
You're not. You're not really.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
You're not, bruv.
It's an open challenge because I'm that confident. I'm that confident. So I'm saying,
you're not really.
I came up with a challenge. You accept my challenge, and you can set, what the stakes. You can set the stakes.
I'm not going to set the stakes.
Set the stakes.
I'm not going to set the stakes. I'm not Gordon Ramsay, bro. Get me garlic butter. I'm always salty, bruv.
Everyone knows you're salty. You don't need to announce that. Everyone knows you're salty.
God. All day.
Everyone knows.
I mean, the sidestepping of the challenge is part and parcel of,
Shunt
our
life,
it's shunt life.
Shunt life.
You gotta
sidestep the challenges.
Always sidestep the challenges. It's called crab mentality. Like sidestep, bottom of the barrel, clipping a man's legs as he's trying to get ahead of you, drag him right down, watch the bubbles pop up. That's the guy, kind of, that I look up to. But yeah, I mean, other than that, I am willing to entertain the notion of a challenge, but I know that I'm going to win. So it's not fair.
You don't.
I do.
That's why you're not willing to, back it up.
Well, to be fair, both of them are losing horses. I mean, like, now that I found out Venom's like a PG, I'm like, oof. Then I heard like Aquaman's got like some, like James Wang or something like that. He says he's going to use some of his tricks in his Insidious and Aquaman, and I'm thinking, what? I was like, what?
It makes sense. It makes perfect sense.
What?
Shit's scary underwater.
It's not, bruv.
Shit's scary underwater.
Don't let the Meg get you gassed, bruv.
It's not about the Meg. It's about all them anglerfishes and all them bioluminescent shit and what have you.
Whatever, bruv. I ain't got no reason to dive that deep. It ain't scary to me. The only people that dive that deep are David Attenborough and other white
Aquaman.
people. And other white
Aquaman.
people. Other white people. That's about
Aquaman.
No, not Aquaman. Maybe that whole crew in Abyss. Yeah, Abyss. Remember the Abyss?
Yeah.
Where they went so far down that they crushed their lungs and then started hallucinating and then thought they found God.
Is that what happens?
In a nutshell, yeah. She apparently finds another civilization down in the Abyss. Apparently.
So they find like water creatures.
Yeah, it's probably like mermaids or something.
Can they get find the fighting of youth or some shit?
Probably. It's always a mixture of things, isn't it? Like, it can't just be the one motive anymore. Or back then anyway, that was like early 90s, isn't it? So yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So I mean, like, as I said before, if you can beat me in at least one game of Connect 4 throughout this episode, I'll entertain it. So
refuse.
Is it yellow or is it red?
I refuse.
You're sounding yellow, bro.
I refuse.
You're sounding yellow.
I'm sounding I refuse.
Yeah, you sound yellow. You sound yellow.
I'm not doing a challenge to take a challenge. I'm definitely not doing a challenge for the chance of you accepting my challenge. Fuck that shit.
It's Inception, bruv.
Nah.
If you're that confident, take the challenge, innit? If you're that
confident,
guy,
I'm willing to straight up put my money where my mouth is. Straight up.
Whatevs. I can't take you seriously until you take my challenge up, bruv.
I can't take you seriously because you're sidestepping my challenge, bruv.
Just sidestep all day, bruv. Neo in the Matrix.
You're even setting the stakes. I made it as fair as possible. It's not even going to be based on box office because obviously
I said let's just watch the film
obviously Venom's
and then critique it. Money. That's my whole thing. I mean, like, at the end of the day, we are a unit or we are a team, so it's everybody else that's the enemy. It's like, Shunt and Redacted, not Shunt, everybody else, Redacted, some other people, and maybe that guy over there and that guy over there. It's Shunt and Redacted, bruv. We are going up against the world, kind of. Not in the sort of like Cadney and Lacey shit.
You agree with me about Aquaman.
No, that's a strong ass. That is a strong ass, sir. I mean, don't get twisted. If we're sitting down in the cinema, pause, and there's nothing wrong with that. If we're watching the film, and things get heated, pause, and the film's actually good. It's not a pause. It's just a sort of like other pause. Anyway, and Dramatic pause, that one. And then if Aquaman is a good film, I'll applaud it. Not in the cinema, because I ain't that guy. I haven't clapped in the cinema since I was like 5.
So what film was it?
Transformers.
Okay.
Shit, I've revealed my age. Actually, it was a rerun. I was born in the 90s. God damn it. But yeah, I mean, like, yeah. So I am willing to watch both films. I am going to watch both films. I want both of them to be good. I want to be excited by, you know, the Spider-Verse without Spider-Man. I want to be excited about DC films despite what's happened. And yeah, lots to gain. That's what we want. We want to gain stuff. We don't want to lose stuff. I don't want to lose my temper halfway through Aquaman, and I don't want to sort of like, you know, be appalled by the bad dialogue choices in Venom and Tom Hardy's voices. So yeah,
I suppose we can agree on that.
Yeah, definitely. Stranger things have happened. Speaking about strange, segue. Doctor Strange 2 details have kind of semi been hinted at. We had like the whole Baron Mordo sort of like reveal at the end credits, but it seems like it might be taking a whirlwind into the nightmare, or nightmare realm to be precise.
Okay.
There's been sort of like hints that it may well be sort of like horror orientated, despite it having a PG-13 rating.
PG-13 horror.
Yeah. For those that are really geeky and needy for information, is that this one essentially will have a load of sort of like Marvel characters having a trauma from the Infinity Snap, and Nightmare from the Nightmare realm will be drawing off said energies, and it'll be a case of Stephen Strange going into the psyches of all of his favourite friends from the Avengers, and then dealing with the nightmare that is Nightmare. And it's trippy as balls, basically.
I'm suspicious of some of that.
Well, I mean, it's all speculation. It's always speculation, rumour and crap until, like, you know, you get it straight from the Russo's brothers' mouth.
Well, they're not going to be making Doctor Strange anyway, so...
Well, this is the thing.
Very, very spurious about that one.
Okay, cool. So
I mean, not Nightmare. I mean, Nightmare they could probably do, but like Nightmare attacking the Avengers, probably a no, because obviously
it's just the money in it. The money,
basically. Like Doctor Strange is going to take way less money than an Avengers or even a Captain America film, so you're not going to pay.
It depends where it's positioned in Phase 4 as well. Like,
I don't think it does.
Yeah,
I
mean,
just on the name alone, it's not going to make it anyway.
Yeah, but I enjoyed the first Doctor Strange, so more than the original Disney. You know what's messed up about Doctor Strange is that it's been made by Disney twice and nobody else.
Why is that strange?
Because Disney had the first Doctor Strange and then they had the second Doctor Strange reboot on their thing, despite not having really that many ties to Marvel at that time. It's weird.
It's not that weird.
Yeah, stranger things have happened.
That's like saying it's weird that Fox made a X-Men film and then now they're owned by fucking Disney. It's not that shit happens.
Yeah, no. I'm just saying Disney. I'm just
saying
Disney loved Doctor Strange that much.
I think so. I mean, it's like Disney's magical, isn't it? When you think of Disney, even when you see the logo pop up, it's like fantasy, like castle and all magic and stars and stuff like that, and Fantasia and all that shit. So having making a film about a magician type character is not really a stretch.
Yeah, I suppose.
I mean, if Disney made Wolverine,
yeah, that'd be a bit
more strange.
Yeah, I suppose.
Especially if they made like a hardcore R version of Wolverine, like back then. Not now, but back then.
Yeah.
That would be weird.
More of adamantium stump and bone claws.
Yes.
that Wolverine's a bit weird to look at. Anyway, speak about weird to look at. Star Trek 4 might not be being made now because of the way I call it, or I'm going to dub it. It's got to be coined here first. You want to hear it?
Not really.
Crescit, bruv.
The fuck is a Crescit?
When two Chris's that are your leading roles leave the building.
Crescit. Why? It's just hurtful.
Yeah, no. It's
hurtful.
Deeply insensitive, right?
Yeah, it is.
You know what's really messed up? That Thor and Steve Trevor were in a film about two people. I can upload it like, and Thor was still his daddy, sort of thing.
Yeah,
that's weird.
It's not that weird.
Yeah, it's like acceptance of said situation.
It's not that weird. Yeah, and fucking Wonder Woman was in a film with Baron Mordo. It's not that strange.
I suppose. What film?
Yeah, fucking 999 or whatever.
999. Oh, yeah.
This is the only podcast where you'd hear that film referenced twice.
Forgot about that, bro.
And counting.
Oh god, 999. Wow. Anyway, so yeah, apparently it's like
Baron Mordo and Wonder Woman fucks.
That's a fucked up baby, isn't it? Like, do you reckon it'll just come out as a clay sort of statue and then, like, you know, have to be touched by a Greek god?
What? No, she was not really made out of clay.
Huh?
She wasn't really made out of clay.
Yeah, she was.
No, that's supposed to be No, that's a bullshit story she was told. I might be mixing up the film with the comics, actually, but I'm pretty sure that was a bullshit story that she was told because they didn't want to tell her that her dad was Zeus.
But her dad would be Zeus anyway. That's messed up.
No, but there's a difference between putting life into clay and actually sperm making a baby.
Maybe a pussy is dead. Dead as her acting. It's terrible. Okay, it's out of me. It's out of me now. Speaking about terrible and it being out of you, Kevin Spacey and his box office antics. Apparently, the film was only released in 10 cinemas, and segues are brutal, right? Segues.
Well, it is when you completely skip over the story that you was originally segued into, just so you can segue straight out of it.
Oh god. Well, you know why? It's because I don't care about Star Trek. I try to.
Why put it on the fucking list?
The reason why I put it on the list because there's not that much going on this week that we haven't covered the last week. So like we've got way ahead of ourselves and we started to like jump ahead of the gun. Speaking of gun, you know, James Gunn and all that madness. I'm joking, I'm playing. I just don't like speaking about, Star Trek. But, yeah. Well, anyway, Kevin Spacey and his box office flop, which kind of is...
Box office.
Yeah. It's
box office.
It's box office.
Box office flop.
Yeah.
Okay.
Live long and prosper. Well, the Billionaire Boys Club, whatever it's called. Boom. It was only released in 10 cinemas, so it's one of those sort of questions where, fair enough, the guy is I'm trying to think of a really bad name, but kind of innocent. A penis peddling... No, it just sounds like he's just giving away cock. He's grabbing. Sausage making. No, it sounds like way too German. Basically, he's groping men.
Maybe he's going to be president next.
Maybe. Grab him by the dick.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like, you know, the worst thing about it is that before President Trump, you could grab anyone by the pussy.
I don't think that's true.
Yeah, if you're famous. I mean, it's just because he made it obvious that it became... Like, before then, it was, like, common knowledge. It's not one of those sort of, like, secret reveal things. Speaking of Me Too movements and all that stuff, nice little segue. Asia Diancino, you know, the one that was sort of claiming against Harvey Weinstein. Yeah, apparently she's guilty of sexual assault herself.
Really?
Yeah, she sexually assaulted a dude. How bad was the pussy for the guy to complain that much?
How so?
I don't know, like, for him to claim rape. Actually, it depends how she raped him.
Was it actually rape, or did she just touch him? Or...
Well, this is it. It's like, because it's a case of sexual nature. Yeah, it's like it wasn't really revealed. I reckon either 2 or 3 things could have happened. It's not like 1 or 2. It's like 2 or 3. 1, she took a piece of his penis off, maybe, either with her hands, mouth, pussy, feet. I don't know how it works. Or she inserted something up the man's rectal area, or it could be the case that she drugged him and was able to get him to perform. Either way, she's got a case that she quashed out of court. So, yeah, awkward much. No. This is now being proven, which is a bit messed. So, it's the first one in the Me Too movement to be claimed against. So, it's like, I mean, it probably won't be the last, because it's very... The worst thing about Hollywood at this particular time is, like, before this whole Me Too movement came out, it was a very sexualized place. So, like, women were hitting on women were hitting on men were hitting on women, men were hitting on men. And not all attentions liked or needed.
Yeah, I mean... Yeah, but there's a difference between hitting on someone and sexually harassing somebody.
Yeah, but then there's a difference between touching somebody and sexually assaulting them. It's the same biscuit. Same biscuit, different brand. You know what I mean?
Nah,
I'm joking. No, I mean, like, it all boils down to, like, what's the difference between a secret admirer and a stalker? One, you don't mind stalking you. The other, you don't want near you.
No, there's a clear difference. Like, a stalker could be like that. It's just obviously someone who's stepping over the boundary. A secret admirer doesn't have to step over the boundary.
Yeah, but it's still creepy. Yeah, both of the guys are creeps.
Depends.
Both of the guys are creeps. Just say something, innit? Just stop. Just like, you know, be honest. You know, just go up to her, say, "Listen, I like you." Bam, no. Bam, yes. Whatever. You know, deal with the consequences. Not this sort of like, if she likes me, maybe she'll smell the rose. Or if she likes me, maybe it'll make her smile, and that will make me smile on the inside. See how creepy it is? It just seems creepy, right?
No, but you're talking about, like, if you was a secret admirer and you bought someone flowers, but you didn't reveal who you was yet.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just whatever, innit? Like, you just bought someone a gift. That's not. It's not.
It's creepy.
Clearly
creepy. Just put your name, bro. Just put your name.
Nah.
It's creepy.
No, but you might want to keep some mystery in it. Like, big reveal later on. Like, you don't want to...
Big reveal. I'm the one you didn't want. Welcome to disappointment.
I mean, that could be the case.
It's got to be the case, sir. Because the worst thing about it is that if you don't reveal yourself from the beginning, they build it up into their head as that person that they actually want to be with and actually want that attention from.
Yeah, that's their own fault.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Yes,
it is.
Yeah,
I mean, because, like, if it was that person, I'm pretty sure they'd be able to tell.
No, but this is the thing. Like, have you ever noticed when, like, because both me and you have worked in offices, when women, well, it happens to men as well, but it's like when somebody has become, not betrothed, has become on the journey of courting, as it were, and how annoying they become.
Okay.
So everything's and they done this, and this, giggle, and giggle, blush, gush. You know, like, oh my gosh, I'm so happy, so happy. This is happening to me. I thought I was going to be lonely. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Oh my god, oh my god, this is the best blowjob I've ever given. And etc, etc, etc.
Okay, that was your Saturday night, and
then... Yeah, but as I said before, it was like... Yeah, it's just silly. I mean, like, so... Secret admirers and all that stuff, take note, you know, just be honest with the person that you like. It'll save you a lot less money on Maltesers and flowers. Worst thing about it is that sometimes they know it's that other person, that person that they don't like, or the stalker, but it's still go on as if it's the admirer, innit? Because it's the better lie to tell themselves.
Don't know about that.
Some do.
I don't know about that.
Fuck, bruv.
I mean, if you're doing that, that's a bit messed up. But yeah. It makes no sense.
Yeah. But I mean, like I said before, so probably mentioned this by the time this episode comes out. A lot of these will be released, but like the CW full lineup start to. Okay. Yeah, this is going to be like, I mean, whatever episodes we're in at the moment, this one will be released further down the line. So, I guess. Yeah. Because I mean, like, it's not as if we're going to be releasing like 3-4 a week, you know.
Aren't we?
I don't know. Well, I don't know. We just sit down in the booth and we record these shows and we don't know when they're going to go out, so it's a bit crazy.
We're just the dancing monkeys for being motherfuckers outside.
Oh, yeah. Or as I like to call it, the scribers.
Yes.
Mm. It's quite funny. Quite funny indeed. So, yeah, the full lineup. Anything that grabs your fancy? Anything that makes you excited?
Probably Arrow the most. I mean, but then again, like the CW have an annoying habit of doing this thing where the hero is missing or the main character is missing.
Highest.
Yeah, for like the beginning of the season, but it only lasts like 1 or 2 episodes at most, and then they're back. And it's like, oh no, like you've just way to just undercut the whole dramatic tension of the thing that you set up. Like you spent the whole of last season setting up that Ollie's going to go to prison, and then the whole of last season / half of last season, whatever, setting up that Ollie's going to go to prison. And if he's out within 2 episodes, it's just going to be pointless.
Well, to be fair, it's like if he stays in, great for narrative, but bad because Stephen Amell is currently the best Arrow to watch.
Yeah, but he can do Arrow stuff except in prison. It's not like all you have him do is just sit in his cell doing nothing. Like he can do. I mean, and that's the thing as well. Like when he's in prison this time. Wait, was he in prison before? No, it was Diggle that was in prison before.
Yeah.
And also Barry was in prison. But what the difference between those guys being in prison is you didn't know who their alter ego was.
I mean, they found out.
People in prison. No, they didn't. When Barry was in prison, yeah, but the prisoners didn't know.
Yes, right.
Like the warden knew eventually.
Big Sir knew.
Yeah, only because he revealed it. But then he tells that anyone that has more than 2 conversations with Barry is going to find out that he's the Flash. Because like, he just can't be bothered. Like he just like
but
he can't be bothered.
It's different. It's different in like if you're the Flash, you don't have to really worry about your secret identity because I mean,
you still have people,
loved ones, and all that stuff that are at risk,
taken advantage of, and used against you or whatever. But yeah, as I was saying, like it's this time people will know Oliver was Arrow,
and he's slow as fuck, really. Yeah.
So like you'll have people coming after him, or people might ask him for help, or you know, there's things you can do. Probably not to last the whole season. Like, don't get me wrong, but like, let it be like he's in.
I don't want it to turn into Oz. I don't want it to turn into Oz.
I kind of want it to be a little bit Oz.
I don't want it to turn into some mad prison drama. It's bad enough you got the same actors and everything else that are like from Oz in the form of like Ricky Dragon and all that madness.
I kind of want it to be a little bit of us.
Why?
Just because, like, just sound a bit more interested in it. Like,
So-
they've never done it before.
So you want peaches and sleepy bye-byes
And titties.
and titties. Was there titties in those? There weren't titties
That's
in
what they
those.
used to call the drugs.
Oh, yeah.
They used to always talk
Show me
about
the
any
titties.
titties. What was that? Anabizi.
Anabizi,
Anabizi used
yeah.
to always be on them titties.
Always like the titties. Mother's milk.
On them tits. On them tiny ass.
No, it's either a normal ass hat on a big ass head, or a very
Both. It's a big ass head with
like
a tiny ass hat.
so it's like a yarmulke or something like that. It's weird.
Nah, it was even smaller than that. It was like a muffin.
Ugh. Ugh. Man's just got a muffin cupcake on his head, bruv.
Yeah, pretty much. That's what it looked like.
Ugh.
All off to one angle and shit.
His head.
You don't know how that shit stays on his head, on his bald head.
It made his head look like the emoji eggplant. You know the emoji eggplant.
Racist, bro.
It's not.
It's racist.
It's the shape. It's not the tone.
It's both.
No, it's not. You can't say everything's racist, bruv. It's not cool.
Again,
You can't. You can't.
2018, everything's racist.
Yeah, it
Everything's
probably
racist, sexist, genderous.
What do you mean generous?
Like,
You mean
you know, like
degenerous?
I'm binary, non-sexual. Like
0 QB, suppose. But saying that, if we weren't tolerant, we'd be absolute arseholes. We're just arseholes at the moment, but absolute arseholes is just the worst.
no, but there needs to be a line.
What is the
There
line?
needs to be a line. No, because all we're doing is creating more boxes. Like, fuck the boxes. Like, just fuck the boxes.
There is no spoon.
Is that? Thank you. That's what I'm talking about.
There is no fucking
Just
spoon.
as simple as that. There is no spoon. Not let's make a box until everybody fits in a single box just by themselves and that's it.
Yeah, I'm against
Like,
that.
you don't have equality through a separation. That doesn't make any fucking
It
sense.
doesn't, it doesn't, it
Like,
doesn't, it
I mean,
doesn't.
like, I'm a fucking idiot and I can see that.
Well, the main reason why is because ignorance is bliss. There's probably a reason why it doesn't work, but it has to work, you know, because it's the world and, you know, people are human beings and etc, etc. But on separate notes, what's happening with Batwoman?
I don't know. What is happening with Batwoman?
Last time I checked, somebody might be checking out main actress Ruby something.
Ruby Rose. What,
Ruby
did she
Rose.
say she's off?
Well, she's off with the whole, you know, you're not lesbian enough to do the role and all that stuff.
That's fucking bullshit, man.
Yeah, no, she quits
That's
over
bullshit.
that. That's
I hope not. Just for the simple fact of, like, don't let them motherfuckers win. Don't let them motherfuckers win. Like,
I don't get it. I don't get it. It's like, is it another like lesbian telling her that she's not lesbian enough?
From what I heard, it seemed to be that way.
Yeah.
Like, she was getting grief from her own community, which is fucked up.
Yeah, but it's not her community. To be fair, the comic book community is not the gay and lesbian community.
No, but it
as
was
such.
the gay and lesbian community saying that she was. I mean, look, no fat nerd is just going to be turn around and say you're not lesbian enough. Like, only another lesbian would have the balls to say.
Ironically.
Yes. Would have the balls to say you're not lesbian enough to play a specific role.
But in saying that, it's like,
Which is, again, stupid because acting. Like, one, what is not being lesbian enough? You're being ridiculous. And two, it's called fucking acting.
is that like when you're completely a stereotype of a lesbian? So like we're talking like cargo pants and, you know, plaid.
See, I mean, look, again, like, the more you peel back the layers, the more it doesn't make any sense. Because, like, you don't want stereotypical lesbian. Like, people will complain. Like,
But
if,
to be
if
fair-
she's playing a stereotypical lesbian.
To be fair, I mean, like, there is one lesbian character. She might not actually be lesbian, but it's one lesbian character that really gets on my nerves, and that's the can't remember her name. She's in
Or a canary.
no. She's just annoying in a sort of whimsical way. The one that's really annoying is the one in Walking Dead.
Oh, what? Terror?
Terry, yeah, she gets on my nerves. I mean, fair enough. Like, your girl got shot in the face by a savior, and now the
I don't
savior's
think that's her
helping her
fault. I think the actress is fine. or actor is fine.
Yeah. It's just the character.
It's just the way she's written. Like they overwrite her for jokes. Like
I think it's a case.
I think when they actually decide to give her something to do, they lean into like her nerdy pop culture reference inside. They just lean into it too much, and like when you've not heard anything from before her for like 10 episodes, and then all of a sudden she's just spouting off lines of pop culture references and inside jokes and stuff like that. It's a bit much.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, it's one of those ones where I kind of get where the writers are trying to sort of like be inclusive and all that stuff, which is good. She's like a sort of like, you know, light bulb in a sort of like dark world, as it were, to a certain degree. But it's like, my whole thing about that character that really gets on my nerves is the atypical lesbian garments that she wears. She is a little bit too on the nose with it.
I mean, look,
like, fair enough. There's
in a zombie apocalypse.
Yeah, and it's not like full blown like Barled and, you know, Dr. Martin boots and.
Yeah, but look, shopping options are limited.
Yeah,
you get me. So like,
you're gonna wear stuff that's
really. You can't really be too down on her on the clothes.
Yeah,
not too much.
Well, Dwight is the exception to that rule. So
what? Pre or post fucking Hessian sack?
No, the sack. The sack, bro. The sack is a statement.
It's
It's like, this is the apocalypse and I'm the most brokest.
Funnily enough, I was, like a narcissist listening back to that episode today.
Nice. Nice. This is what my voice sounds like. I sound good.
Yeah, fuck it. And what? Yeah. And what at me, bitch. So, yeah, like, that's a lot of effort. Like, it's a lot of effort to look that bland.
It is. But saying that, what's the other dumb shizzle? James Bond. Let's talk James Bond. James Bond.
Yeah, Unfortunately,
it's been delayed.
Unfortunately, Danny Dyer is off the project.
Danny Dyer.
Yeah.
It hasn't been confirmed that he's on the project. Let's be real, bro.
Danny Boyle. Danny Boyle's off the project.
Definitely.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, like, it's always worrying when...
You know what would be really bad?
What?
If Danny Boyle went off the project because Idris Elba was accepted as the casting of Bond. That was slightly controversial.
I mean, look, probably.
Super hyper racist.
Yes, that would be fucked up, but...
I don't think it's that. I think it's just...
I know it's not. I mean, no, because Daniel Craig is still meant to be doing, like, one more at least.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they were talking about Idris for possibly the next one.
Or just introducing them in this one and then...
Nah, probably not. I mean, you can't introduce a new Bond while the old Bond is in it.
But remember, 007 is meant to be the moniker of the name, so all it...
Is he, though? Is he?
Like...
Is he?
It was in GoldenEye, innit? GoldenEye was the one that revealed the codes of the numbers.
Maybe.
Yeah, because Thingamajig was 003 or something.
He was 008.
008.
Yeah, I think it was 008 or 009. You're talking about
Trevelyan.
Trevelyan?
Yeah. That's his name. The only reason I know that is because I used to play in 64. I used to rinse that game.
What's his real name? Why have I lost his real name? It's too much rum.
It's Bean.
Oh, yeah. You talking about Sean Bean?
Yeah, Sean Bean.
Yeah, I think he was 008 or 009.
I think it's 3.
I think it was 8.
I think it was 3.
It was close. It was a number close to Bond.
It's like 6, probably 006.
Nah, it was 8 or 9.
He went above. It was below.
It was 8 or 9.
I'm going to fact check that. I'm going to
I'm pretty sure
fact check that to be real.
I'm pretty sure it's 8 or 9. I'm pretty sure it's 8.
Okay, so
like if it's not 8, it's 9. It's definitely not 3.
It's going to be embarrassing.
No, because look, the thing is, like, at some point you could have been like, well, you know, like the James Bond is a moniker that other people can have, but because they fucked around with like the timelines and like the continuity of Bond, like you can't really say that.
Yeah, you can.
Really?
Wow, he looked really feminine back then. You'd never believe that this guy's Mr. Stark.
Yes, you would.
He wouldn't. Look at that. Look at that
It's
picture, bro.
acting. Yeah, he just looks like a dude. Like what?
He don't look like a dude, bro. He looks
like
like a member of one of those sort of like no, one of those 80s you know, those electro groups.
Yeah.
Man's got that electro Duran chin, bro. He's got a Duran chin, bro.
Back on.
Hungry like the wolf. Paid, bro.
You can't help what his chin looks like.
Yeah, I suppose that's what people are going for anyway. So, yeah, Wikipedia is playing up. It is playing up. Hey, please donate to Wikipedia. It's 006.
You're lying.
I'm not. It says it there, buddy. I knew it was before, and then it was an after.
I think Wikipedia got it wrong. Well, someone went in there and changed it.
It's another one. That's on Wikipedia. It's 006, buddy.
What is that on Wikipedia? They're all Wikipedia. I ain't gonna
No. One was YouTube. The other one was Wikipedia.
Fucking YouTube, lad.
Oh yeah, she was in it as well, isn't it?
Who?
The really bad actress that played Jean Grey.
Was she? Famke Janssen.
Yeah, that's it, Famke Janssen.
Fuck that bitch.
Nah, but she was hot in this one, bruv.
I don't see the appeal.
No, she was the Bond villain. She was the Bond villain that crushed guys with her legs.
I still don't get the appeal. I still don't see the appeal.
You would let her.
No, I wouldn't.
Yeah, you
no,
would.
I wouldn't.
You would, bro.
No, I wouldn't.
But she like, yeah, just look at that, bro. You would.
Nah.
He's lying. You should have seen his face. There's a little bit of drool.
He's not lying.
There's a little bit of drool that just
slipped
slip out.
That face, and I'm thinking like, nah, I wouldn't enjoy looking at that in bed.
I would.
Nah.
No, that age.
Nah.
Think
Still at that age, no.
She was about.
What do you think she's making? Come on.
It's even that. I mean, like, at least I didn't say something about what's that other one that was really hot back then and it's really horrible now. There's a lot of them. One that was in Bound and then she ended up in Bride of Chucky.
I don't know what Bound is.
Oh God, it's a really. If you're talking about really badly stereotypical lesbian stuff, that one's the film. It's really shit.
Why are you watching this shit? Why are you watching this shit?
I had some friends. They made me watch it. You know how it is anyway. Working in a video shop, you know, it's just like, you know, you have to watch this. But yeah, look at her. She looked hot then. You would. Definitely.
Nah.
Yeah, he's lying.
Nah.
He's lying. She was hot then, and then like in for some reason she got really weird looking in X-Men, and then she got even more weird looking in that.
Taken?
Nah, not in Taken. Taken, she wasn't even that bad. It was what's that TV series? Well, the Netflix series, the one with the wolf and
Taken?
No, not Taken.
Wolf.
Yeah,
Teen Wolf.
No, you dummy. It was really.
No, you dummy. You said the one with the wolf. I just said something with a wolf in it.
You said Teen Wolf.
Yeah.
She wasn't the one with Michael J. Fox. Oh, man,
no, the TV series, idiot.
Oh, okay, fine. Thinking like, you know, what's that freaking God, Win in the End, isn't it? That's the theme tune for Teen Wolf. I was born by a bear, better than a fantasy, ba-doom, ba-doom, boom. Don't you remember that?
No, that didn't even sound like English.
It did. Well, that's how it kind of sounds. Like I could play you a little clip, but it's like, you know, it's like this the hook sound. We're gonna win in the end. Do, do, do. You know, it's like pure piano. Is it? I'm gonna win in the end. Don't you remember?
Is that what they play at the end?
No, this is what they play during the winning game. So he's bouncing the basketball. He's just about to turn into a wolf and shit. It's like, boo, boo, boo. And it's sort of like, they win, and he's like, he won as a human, and it's like, oh my god, Michael J. Fox is amazing, give him a Diet Coke, sort of thing. Ironically, Diet Coke was the thing that fucked him up. It's like NutraSweet, and he had beer.
That's not how you get fucking Parkinson's.
It is, bruv. Everyone that was banging that diet.
Allegedly.
NutraSweet, bruv.
Bro,
Do your
I ain't getting
research.
sued by Coke.
Do your research. A smart, I mean.
I am not getting sued by Coke.
Allegedly. Yeah, whatever. Like, NutraSweet fucked up Michael J. Fox, bruv. Had him fuck up, like, in this. Like, the worst thing about it is that nobody knew in Spin City.
Yeah.
Nobody knew that he had Parkinson's, and then, like, when you see him, like in real life, other than, like, the thing, you just let everything, like, be known and shown, innit? So,
yeah.
And it's tragic, bruv. He was the man in the 80s, the fucking man.
Yep.
Fucking hell, bruv. It's crazy. Parkinson's got friggin' Muhammad Ali as well.
Yep.
Fair enough, maybe from a different reason, you know. A couple blows to the head and all that stuff, that kind of makes sense. But he also was partial to a Diet Coke.
Allegedly.
So, yeah.
Allegedly.
Apparently. Didn't have any pork in it, so he was live with that.
Yeah.
So, awkward. But yeah, so, anyway, back onto the thing. It was, oh god. Basically, like, with that sort of, like, series, it was alleged that she was, like, a vampire kind of thing.
Okay.
And then her daughter's like a Frankenstein, and she's got one mad up eye. And then it's...
I've never seen this show.
And no, it was on Netflix. It's like a Netflix exclusive.
That's Grimm.
No, not Grimm.
Oh, was it the other one? Hemlock Grove.
That's the one.
Never seen it.
Don't even bother.
Never seen it.
Is that shit still on Netflix?
Of course it's on Netflix still.
I don't think so.
No, I think it's cancelled, but you can still watch it.
I don't think it is. I'm just gonna check it because I'm pretty sure.
It's still on there, but
it's gone.
I think it's cancelled.
I think it's gone. Like, as in, like, we're throwing everything away now.
Yeah, but that still went on for at least 2 seasons.
Oh, actually, my bad. It is. It's still on there, bruv.
How many seasons?
3 seasons.
See, at least 2 seasons.
I watched up to season 2, I think.
Braver man than me.
But this is like when I wanted to be like an aspiring writer, and I thought, now I've got to know what Netflix want us to write. And I'm thinking, no, this is just trash, bruv. This is fucking... And I remember, like, hearing my internal voice. This is like what, like, my internal writer voice was like coming to like the tip in it.
Yeah.
It's like, the guy's eating his skin. This makes no sense, bruv. Why are they showing this? Why are they showing this, bruv? It's like, you know, they're trying to be different. They're trying to be unique, innovative. This is shit, bruv. You know, so you know, like the ignorant side starts kicking it. It's like, this is shit, bruv. Bruv. Put on some true blood, bruv. See how it's meant to be done, yeah? And then say...
Even that went off the rails.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it was probably like season 1, because that's the only True Blood season I've actually watched. And apparently I'm blessed for doing so.
I believe that's correct.
Because they introduced like something like hepatitis B or C or A or...
They introduced a lot of shit.
It's like, you can't get AIDS if you're a vampire.
Sure you can.
I don't think you can. If you're a vampire, you're like immortal, right? Yeah, but you don't... Yeah, this is the thing. It's like, are you immortal with complete full bill of health?
Yeah, but like, it's in the blood, so...
Yeah, but it'd be like a Fanta or a water.
Some kind of effect. So you can assume it will have some kind of effect.
Yeah. Alright, answers on the postcard. Can vampires get AIDS? And do they die from AIDS?
Probably.
I don't think they do.
Probably not. I don't know, probably not.
Do you reckon Michael Johnson's a vampire?
Michael Johnson?
So, Magic.
Magic. Is he a vampire? What, because AIDS didn't kill him?
Nah, AIDS still hasn't killed him, bro. He had AIDS in the fucking 80s, bro. You fucking kidding me, yeah?
I know, it's like he was the first person to get AIDS, and he's the only one still alive.
He's a fucking vampire, bruv. Magic Johnson is a vampire. Kid you not. Speaking about vampires and, you know, weird stuffs. Winnie the Pooh in China. Banned! Banned because of a...
This is a weird one.
Yeah, so he's banned for being a meme for a politician.
Yeah.
What the fuck did Winnie the Pooh do to anybody, bro?
I think if America took the same stance, everything will be banned.
Yeah, especially fucking cheesy poofs. Or what's it?
Anything orange.
Or anything orange, yeah. Agent Orange. All that shit gone, bruv. Just like 3/4 of the freaking Punisher will be like, you know, bleeped out.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really weird because like a few years ago, like I'm sure I heard like a story about how like China banned something because it was too like because it had ghosts. I think it was Ghostbusters. Because it had ghosts and like they don't really fuck with that shit.
Well, to be fair, it's a different religion.
I don't know. Yeah, but I thought like maybe they thought like Winnie the Pooh was possessed and that's why they banned it.
Well, to be fair, that would make more sense. I mean, like, but it was because of that meme. It was because of that meme. That meme. The worst thing about it, if you see the guy, actually, I'll see. We can get a little picture of it. He doesn't really look like him until he turns to the side. Which is horrible to say, but it's like, oh, you got him. It's like, you know, like, where you're thinking, like, oh, you got him. Like, yeah. It's like, ooh. So it's like, so that then became a thing, innit? And then, like, they heard that the Winnie the Pooh or Christopher Robin thing's coming out, and they're like, no, we have to stop. We have to put an end to this now. Because if you thought it was bad before...
you just fucked it out for everybody. Now no one gets Pooh.
Damn. And it's mad, because, like, Winnie the Pooh isn't, like, even properly, like, Disney owned. There's, like, a Winnie the Pooh shop in, like, Brighton. The only reason I know that is because I had to get it for, like, my niece or something like that. And, yeah, it's, like, old. Like, it's, like, old.
Yeah.
Like, Winnie the Pooh, Neem, China. Chinese Neem. Yeah, Neem, China. Yeah. That's Libby's. Because what they've done is that they've got him walking next to... yeah. Well, basically, just imagine this, right? Obama is walking with the guy, right?
Yeah.
And, yeah, this is the image, bruv, that they put up.
Oh, yeah, I seen that one. Yeah.
It's Libby's.
Yeah, Winnie the Pooh and Tigger and Obama and thing. Yeah.
And, yeah, I kind of, I'm like, oh, you got him big time. But I reckon there's other reasons to ban Winnie the Pooh. I mean, Christopher Robin. Because, like, old ass Tigger. I told you, I mean, I've already said this like in the last episode, but old ass Tigger.
It's upsetting.
It's upsetting, bruv.
It's man. It's just like he lost all his vibrance.
Exactly. His faded fur. He looks the same shade as Winnie the Pooh. Yeah. Shit don't make no sense. Eeyore's got more colour in his skin.
Yeah, but Eeyore, you expect that shit from Eeyore. Like, Eeyore's just grown into himself. It's like when you know that dude who's just older than his years, and then when he finally gets old, it's like, yeah, now I get you.
I'm curious.
Now we can hang out because we're the same.
Yeah. I'm curious to actually watch Christopher Robin, just to see if Tigger still bounces. I don't see him bouncing, bruv. Yeah, I don't reckon he can bounce high.
I wouldn't be surprised if he just cracks out a Zimmer frame and starts just...
It's fun. You know, like...
just falling asleep halfway through sentences.
He's all like, so, Christopher Robin, what are we doing today? Hello, Christopher Robin, how you doing? God damn it.
Nah, I can't see that. I can't see that.
Bad, bruv. Bad.
Heartbroken. Childhood crush.
I mean, I actually saw a meme where Winnie the Pooh is like literally standing on a worktop, and he's looking directly in the face of Ewan McGregor, who is also Obi-Wan Kenobi, ironically, and Christopher Robin. Kind of a head fuck, and the guy from Trainspotting. Speaking about
There's a lot of people,
and the guy from what's that film that he was in with Scarlett Johansson? The guy in the Island.
I was thinking of the one who was with whatever her name is, not Charlize Theron, the other one.
That's what I'm saying. Scarlett Johansson. That's the Island.
No, I'm thinking of
The clone one, right? That's the Island.
no. I was thinking of Life Less Ordinary.
Life of what?
Life Less Ordinary.
Oh yeah, there's that one as well. That was Charlize, I think.
No, it wasn't. It was the other blonde one.
No, because Scarlett Johansson is in. Actually, I might have got it wrong way around.
No,
Maybe it's Charlize.
It's not Charlize Theron. It's not. It's the American one. She's blonde. She's the third blonde one.
Oh, the trinity of
Of blondes, yes.
the ones that look exactly the same.
It's similar enough.
Trying to think, the American one, yeah. Life Less Ordinary.
She's in Bad Teacher.
Bad Teachers.
Yeah, no, Bad Teacher.
Oh, Cameron Diaz.
Yes, her, the other blonde one. Yes.
But Cameron Diaz doesn't really. She isn't part of that trinity. There's
She's in
another
that
one.
film.
There's another one.
No,
There's
if
a-
you think of a tall blonde, woman, like those are the three that's gonna come to mind.
Not really. Cameron Diaz. I mean, I think it's because I watched something about Mary early on, so I recognize her face.
I recognize her face. I just couldn't pick out her name.
No, that's what I'm saying. I know her name because of that reason. And no, it's because I used to watch that film religiously. That film used to be funny. You remember something about Mary, right?
I think I've seen it.
Everything my baseball. That shit right there used to kill me.
Actually, you know what?
And then,
I don't think I've seen it.
oh no, that's bad. That's bad. That's like soul destroying, bro. Like you must you would know you've seen it if you heard this line. Frank them beans. Have you seen it?
No.
You have, bro. You have. I saw.
What if I saw it but I missed that bit?
Franks and beans. You can't miss out Franks and beans.
What if I went to the toilet or like I watched it like halfway through or whatever?
Just by going to the toilet and you come back and you hear Franks and beans.
No,
somebody will feel you in on the joke, bro.
No. Oh, when I used to leave the room and I come back and I ask my mom, did I miss anything? She'd be like, nah.
Oh. But do you reckon that she done that to protect you, or she done that because she couldn't be asked to say anything else?
I don't know. I think maybe she just didn't think that anything that I missed was noteworthy.
Nah, this bit's noteworthy. Franks and beans is the process that Ben Stiller's character has when he's preparing for prom, and he's delayed. He basically goes to the toilet, and then in his shock and horror, his name's called whilst he's pulling up his zipper. And the reason why he gets the name Franks and Beans is because he had to be taken to the hospital because he got his dick caught. You'll definitely remember that bit. Definitely. And she has a sort of like an older brother with special needs. Basically, he's like autistic, and he doesn't let anybody touch his headphones. He's always looking for his baseball, and every time he sees Ben Stiller, he used to say Franks and Beans.
Yeah, I've never seen it then. I've never seen it.
That right there, Franks and Beans, used to kill me, bro. Because it's like, when I was growing up, I used to have a next door neighbour who had special needs, or the same sort of special needs, and I reckon it resonated a lot, bruv. It resonated a lot because there is a need for representation of people of like that sort of caliber, because they are parts of communities. You know what I mean? Like, there's always some guy or some girl or some person, transgender and all that stuff, who may have special needs, who may have like, you know, personality that's so unique, so fresh, so raw, so edgy that it has to be portrayed on screen. And Franks and Beans used to kill me, bruv. Don't touch my headphones. Franks and Beans. Franks and Beans.
Nah, never.
Yeah, you probably have.
I've never seen it.
But watch it. Treat yourself. Go on, treat yourself. Do it.
Maybe.
And watch all the other fucking films that are on that list.
What list?
This list. The imaginary list that I'm going to put up. Actually, you know what? I'm going to put up a list in this description of all these cool films that I reckon that you should watch. And then, like, hopefully people will just watch them and become a lot cooler. Like, that's what I hope.
Maybe.
God, bruv. Anyway, so I think we're coming to the end of this episode. Is there anything else that you'd like to add, Mr. Redacted, ironically? Anything that we missed?
It's quite ironic, actually. Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Mila Kunis.
Mila Kunis!
Yeah.
Mila Kunis. Spy who left me. See? Dumped me, yeah.
Yeah, so apparently she was doing the press junket for that film.
Titty fell out.
No.
Lower.
No.
Okay.
No.
Mila Kunis.
Look, I was gonna say I wish, but no.
Mila Kunis.
No.
Her name sounds sleazy. It's like, it's great.
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
Like, you just have to forget that she's Meg.
Yeah, I don't even care.
Like, Mila Kunis.
It just weirdly just makes her cooler.
No, it's like, oh, Mila Kunis.
Yeah.
It sounds like Spanish, but I know that she's Russian. Probably break your arm.
Oh man, I wish.
Well, I don't want my arm broken by Mila Kunis. Anyway, she's with Ashton Kutcher anyway, I guess.
Nah, they broke up a long time ago.
Who's she with now?
I don't know.
Mila Kunis.
Some lucky motherfucker.
That ain't lucky.
Yes, he is lucky.
You probably got hit on his head right now, bro.
Probably.
It's freaking Russian, bro.
Way lucky. Hella lucky.
Mila Kunis. Okay, I'm checking. Because I know she got babies. She got babies now.
Yeah.
Dropping babies.
Yeah. Unfortunately, none of them mine.
It's her birthday, actually.
Today?
Just recently. Yeah. No. It's about a week ago. About a week ago. Oh, we're too on this shit, bruv. Too on it. Yeah, she's with Ashton Kutcher, bruv.
Nah, they're not still together.
Yeah, they are.
Nah,
They're like happy.
I swear they broke up. I swear they broke up.
No, the only person that broke up is Debbie Moore and Ashton Kutcher.
Yeah, it's what? So they got back together?
Huh?
So they got back together?
Oh, yeah. Ashton Kutcher is smashing the shit. The worst thing about it is because you know it's Ashton Kutcher.
Love that shit.
He's what he is. He's smashing the shit out of that right
Nah,
now.
man. You know you ain't hitting that right.
Yeah, he's got babies, so we can't really speak about it. But yeah, he is definitely. I mean,
anyway.
If I was Ashton Kutcher and she was Mila Kunis, game over, bruv. Butterfly effect. Everything, bruv. That's it. Phone box. Is he in phone booth?
Obviously.
Yeah, he ain't in phone booth. That's Colin Farrell, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be like, butterfly effect. It will be, dude, where's my car? Like horrible.
It'll be all of those weird things.
It'll be. Actually, 2.5 Men sounds like a sexual position. It's a bit weird.
Yeah, it also sounds like the Devil's Freeway.
Yeah, so Charlie Sheen probably came out with that name, innit?
In fact, it just sounds like just a threesome of dudes.
Yeah, 2.5.
Two dudes and a midget.
2 dudes and a midget. Oh, actually, it kind of reminds me of a thing that I'm going to add to Ben Affleck's in rehab.
Again?
Yeah.
Yeah, well.
It's Batman, bruv.
No, it's divorce. Divorce will do that to you. Don't get married.
No, get married to Jennifer Garner and get married.
Don't get married to Jennifer.
Get married to Jennifer
She's got
Lopez.
a weird head. Don't get married to Jennifer Lopez either. Even though she's smash it. Don't marry it.
I say marry it.
Nah, man.
Go for the full J-Lo experience.
No way. The full J-Lo experience is smashing it and then getting the fuck out of it. That's the experience. That's the J-Lo experience.
It's you being in a club, shit getting real, and then your world and your life, and you have to pick up again.
Will be you meet up with her somewhere, you smash it for like the weekend, and then you get the fuck out by Monday.
You can't.
That's it.
That is not a J-Lo experience.
That is it.
That is not the full J-Lo experience.
That's the full J-Lo experience.
Full J-Lo experience is the marriage, the kids.
Man. Nah, too many men have got trapped in that experience.
She's only done it to one, and that's Mark Anthony.
She's been married more than once.
Yeah, she's been married twice.
Exactly.
Well, actually, she's been engaged to Puffy.
Yeah.
And Ben Affleck, she was with Ben Affleck for a little bit.
Yeah. They were pretty much all as good as engaged, almost.
Yeah, but it's just engaged. And then Mark Anthony.
Anyway, yes, them dudes got trapped.
No.
You just want to spend the weekend with her and they had to fuck
you can't, like, trapped. Those kids in that, underground world, Lord knows how they got in there. The Thai Special Forces and all that stuff. That's trapped.
Yeah.
If J-Lo or Jennifer Lopez is willing to lay in the same bed as you, you are blessed.
Get the fuck out of there.
Nah, bro. That's the same with Kim Kardashian. It's like any Kardashian. Get the fuck out.
Look, I would not touch that fucking wax-faced bitch with a stolen dick.
Yeah, I touch her with mine.
You can keep that one.
Nah, I mean,
Mila Kunis, I would marry.
Nah.
Mila Kunis, I would marry.
Mila Kunis.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean,
anyway, back to my point.
Mila Kunis.
She was doing the junket for the Spy Who Dumped Me.
Yeah.
And the inevitable question about doing like a superhero movie came up.
Yeah.
And she declined.
She declined the question or declined the offer?
Well, she said she wouldn't do it.
Yeah, and you know why? Because she done that Babylon bullshit. Babylon Rising, or was it whatever the fuck it is. It's really bad. It was meant to be a really big series. Like
Babylon AD.
Is it Babylon? No. It's Jupiter Rising.
That.
She done that. And
no, it was Jupiter
bad.
Ascending.
Yeah, so it left a bad taste in her mouth. That was meant to be the shit.
Nah, she was like, those people are starving. Like, I don't want to be on them diets and doing all that training. Which makes it even cooler. I love Mila Kunis.
Mila Kunis.
Yes.
Mila Kunis is my corazon. I would hump her like a Latin magic.
I feel like this is taking a turn.
It's weird. It's weird.
I feel like this is taking a slight turn.
Mm-hmm. Can't mention Mila Kunis, bro. Black Swan, oh my diddy.
I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it.
You saw it in the dress.
I'm scared. Like it might change my life.
Nah, it's because it's Natalie Portman and she looks mad bony and skinny, and you're just looking at Mila Kunis and she's like, she's got the ballerina physique, but she looks meaty, bruv. Like she could take some fixed positions, bruv.
This is turning into a different podcast.
I think it's the rum, really.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
So Shunt Hearts Mila Kunis.
Yeah.
I'll probably have to cut or edit this shit out because there's not many people that want me to. Yeah. Actually,
as soon as she bins off fucking Ashton Kutcher, I'm in there.
Damn it. They've got a real thing going on. You gotta just wait, let people have their happiness.
Funny because she hasn't met me yet.
No. Yeah, you gotta watch it. It's weird. It's like every action has equal opposite reaction, and then that reaction somewhere across the world is like a tidal wave or something.
Yeah.
So it's fucked.
I'm aware of the concept. I just haven't seen the film.
Yeah, the film's pretty much a really long explanation of that concept.
That's why I haven't seen it.
Yeah,
that is why I haven't seen it.
It's really on the nose. But yeah,
drop him down a well.
Always. Anyway, so yeah, we'll wrap it up now.
Redacted out.
Shunt in Mila Kunis.